Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim Blissett III, and this is the Poetic Cipher. And I'm coming to you all from the campus of Southern University in Baton Rouge. Today, joining us by phone, man, we have an old friend of mine, man. We go back a few years. I met this brother, man, at an open mic of all places. A good dude, man. He's been doing this thing for years now. He goes by the name of Suh Foster, man. Welcome to the program, brother. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you for having me, man. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Even better. We kicked it off, man. I've been trying to get you on the program, man. I'm glad I finally caught up with you, man. And it's an honor to have you, man. And I know this discussion is going to spark something in one of these poets sitting in the dorm room on campus writing that they just feel like they don't see themselves in a cipher, man. They picture poetry as something that's, you know, reserved for the nerds, the lames, bro. But you make it look cool, dog. You make it damn cool.
Man. That's what I'm hoping to do.
I just want to sit you down, man, and I want to kind of get a look at the mind and the workings of you, man, and where you come from in life and where you are today. And like I told the people, man, I met you a few years ago, man, and when I first met you, bro, you had a hip-hop vibe to you, man, and I know you're doing your thing with the hip-hop game and rap game, man. Can you speak to your poetic influences and how poetry affects and provoke thought within your art form?
You see, actually, like when you had first met me, when I first got to A&M, I had chilled on rapping. I've been rapping since like 4th grade. I had chilled on rapping, and I was dealing more with the poetry side of it. And when I went back into actually trying to pursue it, like I realized just little things like, you know, I was talking to Huggy Bear. And Huggy was telling me basically how it sounds like poetry over beats, but when you know how to do poems, you know, like regular rhyme padding, regular cadences, you know what I'm saying, as far as rappers are concerned, you can take it to the next level, you know, so instead of it being a A, B, you know what I'm saying, like A, B, B, you can switch it up and do, you know what I'm saying, do different. I've learned to switch it up and do different things because I've been doing the poetry for so long. It's just basically putting poetry over a beat now. And, you know, I think it adds another layer of depth to it, another layer of feeling. Because, like I said, to me, my verses are poems. You know, I'm not a rapper. I'm an MC.
Bill, man, those of you all who do not know, the brother has an amazing album out now, Above the Influence, man. I checked it out the other night, man. I put the headphones on, man. I cut it on. I fell asleep, man, and it was in my ear. And your delivery, man, and the diversity in your flow is what really piqued my interest, man, because a lot of these rap dudes out here now, man, they have one rhyme scheme and they stick to it, and that becomes that depth in a lot of instances. Now, speak to your diversity, man. It's amazing how you can just act as a chameleon on the track, man, and it's amazing. Can you speak to where did you develop that from, man, and who influenced that as far as art form and then other artists?
Yo, like, honestly, like, when I first started rapping or whatever, I was really focused on the lyrics, you know, and my lyrics were always on point. Met a dude named Abstract. He's half of a production duo called The Execs. They in Seattle right now. He was in Montgomery, and I was about 15 years old, and I remember the first time I rapped for him, you know, and this is the time, like, everybody was telling me how good I was, and when the first time I rapped for him, he wasn't really impressed. And the reason that he wasn't impressed is because he said the delivery was off. Like, the delivery wasn't on point. And, you know, I skipped a lot of time with trying to perfect that. But as far as, like, other artists, once again, like I said, the poetry really helps with that. That's what people don't understand, because in poetry there is no, it's like free form. You know what I'm saying? I can get up there and start off, you know, start off slow and build the momentum. There's no beat to back me. So just as far as my thought process is not constrained to just to a regular delivery because of the poetry. And as far as different artists, you know, I listen to a lot of Freeway, and you know, homies make fun of me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I was a rockhead, man, late 90s, dog. Oh, definitely, man.
That was my favorite record label. So you talking about folks like Freeway, and Freeway has more so of a spoken word delivery. Even Jay-Z, you know, Jay-Z switches his flow up. You know, I know those are all folks that, you know, I looked up to. Outkast, you know, you look for, and that's a sign of artistic development to me, you know what I'm saying, to where you can take your spin on any beat, you know what I'm saying, or any delivery, and it still sound like it's you, and you can still talk about what you want to talk about and deliver it different ways. Therefore, you know what I'm saying, you'll catch different audiences. I can get on a beat that, you know, somebody from, you know, Chicago will like, because of the beat style, and I can cater that beat style, or I can tuck around and the same thing. I'm from Mobile, you know what I'm saying? That's bass and snares, you know what I'm saying? I can ride bass and snares and still have a message, you know what I'm saying? I felt like that was important if you want to get a wide variety of people listening to you.
Okay, look, brother, you just laid it down, man. You said you can ride the beat and still have a message. I've spoken to an array of artists and, you know, rappers, singers, entertainers out here, man, and the one common thread that I'm starting to learn is that in order to have longevity in anything, man, you need to have a message and present some type of honest opinion, bro. How do you feel about the state of music, and not just music, but even poetry to a certain extent, man, and the message that's being delivered, and how is that affecting those who you wish to reach, man? Can you speak to that a bit for the people?
I'm just getting my feet wet with it, you know what I'm saying? Now, you hear a whole bunch of stuff about the industry and this, that, and the third. I righteously don't know one way or the other. I can tell that, and it seems like there is some kind of plot to keep retarded stuff on the radio, you know what I'm saying? And I think that speaks because good music, you know what I'm saying, music with a message in it is dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, you think about the 60s, you think about the Black Power movement, not even Black Power, Black Panther movement, or Black Awareness movement, and then you compare that movement to the music of its time. You know, you had songs like Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud. You know what I'm saying? You had songs like Change Gonna Come. You had songs that were socially conscious and socially aware. So I think, you know, people are scared to put that on the radio, but at the same time, especially when you talk about hip-hop, you're talking about a culture. You're talking about a subculture. And nowadays, it's like the radio ain't even the biggest thing with it because the culture is coming together to combat the industry because we don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? Every black music has been tainted, you know what I'm saying, down the line, you know, whether it be rock, and not saying rock was tainted, but rock is getting to the point where it's not synonymous with a black form of music. You know what I'm saying? But hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, it's the first genre to really fight it, you know, with whether it be the blogs, whether it be like you see all aspects of the culture coming back together because they realize it needs to be like that in order to keep it alive, you know what I'm saying, in its original context, you know, the social commentary, the uplifting of other people, like it needs to be kept alive, and the radio's not doing that. But, you know, the internet, the blogs, like the radio shows, like the fact that I'm on here, you know, things like that keep that message alive because I'm not going to be on the radio like that. You know I'm not going to get radio play like that. As far as poetry is like the metronome of consciousness as far as the community is concerned. Poetry is never going anywhere. You know, poetry is the base for any type of lyrical music. It is like even if it's singing.